Hey guys, how you doing? This is going to be my player-owned ports guide. It's going to be quite in-depth. I'm going to go through as much as I can. There will be bits I won't be able to show you just yet, but I can always show you a video guide for what I can speak about, but I can't video some of it right now because I've already done it. So, the first tab you see up here is going to be Voyages. What player-owned ports all is about is literally owning your own port. Sorry that I won't be able to show you the cutscene on that, but I wouldn't want to ruin it for you anyway. So first what we're going to do is actually show you where it is. Probably the fastest way to get here is use the lodestone to Port Sarim, and it's just a short walk northeast. It's literally just this red dot, and the lodestone is literally just past this fishing shop. It's just there. So it's a little short walk northeast, and you can just enter the portal straight away. Do remember that you will need 90 plus in certain skills to be able to get certain items. So you need 90 smithing to make find and make the Tetsu armor, which is the new melee armor. You'll need 90 crafting to make the range armor, which is called Death Lotus, and you'll need 90 rune crafting to make the Sea Singer armor, which is the mage one. You will only be able to open this interface once you have completed finding Skull Island, which will be your first island to find. As you can see, it was literally just the middle tab called Port Management, which I clicked. When you come onto this page after you find the Skull Island, you'll be able to search for Scrimshaw's, Tetsu armor, Death Lotus armor, and Sea Singer armor. Also, the best food in-game called the Rocktail Soup. At the minute, I'm trying to find the Vampirism Scrimshaw because that's going to be fucking OP with Soul Split, Vampirism Aura, and Vampirism Scrimshaw. You'll fucking literally never need food ever again. So once you've entered here, you'll do a little cutscene and you'll be left in a building over here, which is just like the office block. The first thing you'll probably want to do is, well, you'll have a second ship. So you'll need to get crew for it, because after you've done the tutorial, you will have your first ship set up with around 2 to 3 crew members, depending on how many you got. So the first thing you want to do is head over to the pub, or just click crew roster. This way you can hire all your crew members, and as you can see, I'm waiting to hire the fireworks enthusiast. It took me 3 days to get him. So once I've hired him, bam, 800 speed. Speed shortens the time of your trips. So if we go to my Voyages now, you can see that that's got 1 minute left. That was like a 1 hour 10-minute journey, and didn't have that much speed, so I only reduced it to like 1 hour 8 minutes. But with a lot of speed you can reduce the time it takes, but do remember you're going to be trading out speed for the percent. But what I'd say is, if you already have 100%, then you can trade some out until like you start falling to like 98 for some speed, because you can still fail on 100%. So I'd say 90% and over is fine. You don't even need to go for 100%, because for some weird reason Jagex have failed, and on 100% chance to succeed you can still fail. So when I get my ship back in 1 minute, I'll show you how to set up a voyage, but for now, click the top left hand little icon and it will show you what voyages you can do. This interface is going to be very important for succeeding at doing any kind of voyage, because when you click on them it shows you the reward and difficulty. If it has a level 3 to 1 difficulty, that means you could probably do it like close to 100% completion. And then what you want to do is look to your right hand side where it says the adversity and look at what it actually needs. So to do explore the seas, I'm going to need 1000 combat and 1000 seafaring. So what this means is when we go to our ship, we're going to have to get 1000 points in combat and seafaring. As you can see up here, the last one I needed was 1600 seafaring. So I got like nearly 1500, and then I took a little bit of speed. I don't have that much, as I said, because I've not really got anything to give speed, but I did manage to get a 479, which was just from like 20 here and there. So my ship has returned, so we're going to go to the shipyard and get results. This mission was successful. So this is all the loot you're going to be getting. I got 123 chimes and 80 gunpowder. The crew results here is leveling up your crew. This, so when you go to your crew, as you can see, my first mate, he starts on 50, and now that he's level 1, he's gone to 55 in all stats. The reason it says 95 in combat is because of my captain. Each captain has their own, like, buff, should I say. So it will give certain attributes to some other captains, some other crew members. So you can see that this guy's been boosted to 405 seafaring, which actually has gone up. You see that's actually risen from him leveling up by quite a bit, actually, by like 50. So that's nice. So what we want to do is have a look at what we need. Remember, it was 1,000 combat and 1,000 seafaring. As you can see, I have 543 seafaring to remove to replace for about the same amount in combat. So what you want to do is just remove like a couple of your seafaring ones. I leave my first mate on because he has combat, and that's what we want. And I'll leave that Eastern Guide there because he has quite high seafaring, and it will save me 2 slots. So if I remove both of these, that's actually, I could remove 3 before I need to remove him. So what I'm going to do is replace the first one with a 225 combat, and you can see that my percentage chance has increased already. Even though seafaring's on 100%, it takes your lowest percentile. So what we need now is a little bit more combat. So I've still got 475 to replace. So if I trade in that for that, then it goes up to 100% completion. As I said, even on 100% complete, you can still fail. That's probably my best morale and combat one at the minute. So now we want to trade in for some speed. This one has 195 combat. He has 10 speed. This one has 30 speed. So I'll probably trade him in for that. That has 30 speed. We can still get rid of some seafaring. So what we want to try and find is anything with speed. Okay, I might have to trade my captain out. That one has 240 speed, which is a lot better. So let's see, just making sure, yep, that's still 100% complete, and it's going to take a shorter time. So I don't know if you noticed that. So if we just trade them over, like it's an extra 4 minutes. I mean, that doesn't seem like much, but when you're doing, what, at least 12 voyages a day, that's saving you a good hour every day in Voyages. And look, it actually was only 103. So sometimes the calculations can be a bit wrong because of building buffs. So you can see this one's got 7 minutes left. So I will show you another one. So now that we've done that voyage, it's actually going to be replaced with a new one. So this one's called Gangplanks and Cannons. As you can see, this combat and seafaring for this is 1,500 in each. So we won't be able to do that just yet because both of our ships are out, but we can have a look at what our special voyages are. Because I have 90 prayer, I got the missionary today, which I actually placed the Saradominist symbol down to increase the chance for me to actually get it. So if you walk down to where I've bought it, as you'll see, I have a Saradominist symbol on top of my thing, but not on that one. You can buy 3 to increase chance. I just bought that. It did cost 1,000 chimes, but it's pretty much the only 90 I have at the minute, so I wanted to make sure I got that instead of like an assassin or anything like that, because it's 90 thieving and just I don't have those yet. I will be going for 90 runecraft in a minute. That's what I've been leveling at the minute. I got 77 today, and I also got 85 smithing, going for 90 in that as well, so I can make the Tetsu armor and the mage armor with runecrafting. So let's get back to the guide. So we've looked at crew roster and voyages and a little bit of the shipyard. The shipyard is basically just it just shows you your ships and upgrading. We'll go to a little bit more depth at that because I didn't really need to change anything but the crew, because the points to actually be successful on the mission were quite low. So the next thing is we have upgrade buildings. First off, you can upgrade pretty much every building there is in this game. Some of them aren't actually used yet because I've not unlocked some, and it just says there's no point in you going to that yet. So we have the bar, the office. The office is what increases your ship slots. I only have 2 at the minute, and the only way for me to get slate is to get to the next island, which I'll come to later. So renovating the bar increases the quality of captains and has bonus on attracting adventurers and better crew members at higher levels. So we also have the workshop, which we can't actually unlock just yet, which is one of the buildings that's greyed out because we haven't got far enough. So I'll have to do a later date guide. And we also have the lodgings, which boost you like a couple of % in high quality crew members. I will be able to get that soon because I'm starting to collect my gunpowder now. Then we have the shipwright, which you want to buy out straight away because it's really, really cheap and really, really helpful. As you can see, it boosts my ship stats by 2%. Can you imagine when you need like 3,000 for every task? That's boosting you by a good 60, so it's going to give you like a 1 or 2% chance for each one you're doing, just to help you out, just to make sure you actually are successful on every mission. But I definitely 100% say that the warehouse, you always want to upgrade this, always. So it should be your first building you get by before you even send any voyages. You'll have enough to buy it straight away. You want to upgrade that warehouse. It gives 3% chimes rewards and 5% bamboo. Obviously, the higher tiers, the more you're going to get. You can see that's a 10% bamboo. At the minute, I'm not collecting bamboo because you get that from the Ark, and I'm searching the skull at the minute so I can unlock the next island, and I need gunpowder to get better unlocks. These buildings, telescope and all that, you will not be able to get these for quite some time. As you see, it's going to be the 4th and 5th island that you get those resources from. They just increase the chance that you get scroll missions, which are going to be kind of like quests. And the one thing I bought is the Saradominus symbol. I bought the Hotspot 3 one. I don't know why, I just bought 3. Increases the chance to attract the missionary adventurer, which is the prayer dude that helped like build the church. And you can also upgrade the portal, but it is cosmetic effect only for the first upgrade. I'm not sure about any other upgrades. So that is the first 4 done. Now we have port management. This is what we were seeing earlier. This is what you actually determine what you want to find. So it's completely down to you on what you want to find, but obviously you're not going to want to find Tetsu armor if you don't even have 90 smithing. So I'd advise, if you don't have any of the 90 stats, or you don't have, I think it's lower than the cooking level to cook rocktails, so if you have like 80 plus, I'm not actually sure what level it is, but I know it's lower than the ability to cook rocktails, then do that at least. But I'd definitely say, at least get one of the first 4 skilling scrimshaws. There's one, I think it's 2 melee ones, 2 range, 2 mage. I think this one's cruelty is probably one of the best range ones. Has a chance to bleed and poison on every range hit. I'm not actually sure if these are available for PvP use, because if they are, that's gonna kind of mix up it's gonna give a little bit of variety. And as you can see, there are 6 islands. The Ark is the one to collect bamboo. It tells you what they collect. Like if you read here, forests of wood and bamboo are common. And then the skull is going to be for gunpowder. The next one will be for the next resource, which is going to be slate. And then you're going to get cherry wood, jade, and stainless steel from the last one. That's pretty much all there is for those, for the 6 tabs. What there is now is, I could have done this earlier, but the barmaid, I think it's every Thursday you can get gossip. I don't know, it might be every 2 days or something, because on Tuesday it said go speak to her on Thursday to get some gossip. So I'm not sure if it's going to be every 2 days or every week, but every so often you're going to be able to get gossip from the barmaid, and she'll give you a special normal voyage where it's going to be oh god, wrong thing. If you go on your voyages, she will put a standard voyage in your 3rd slot, and it'll be basically an increased reward on just a normal standard voyage. But you got to make sure you have no voyage there, because it's a barmaid's tip is what it's called, and it just helps you get resources faster. she also does a random event called Last Orders. So when you see this icon here, you see the yellow quest icon. When she has that above her head, you'll be able to do kind of a mini random event called Last Orders, where you take control of Cerula and you have to serve 20 beers to 20 patrons. You have 10 minutes to do it, so it's really, really easy. There's usually around 6 to 7 in the bar. There'll be 3 or 4 upstairs. This is where the missionary and all your assassins and all that spawn as well while you're not doing a mini game. And some will spawn outside. You just gotta literally keep collecting beer from the stand and then, you know, serve beer to them. You also have the random event, which Meg, I've done twice so far. She comes around here. She is she wants to become an adventurer, and the idea is you give her advice. If you give her good advice, she'll return with like a glowing face, and she'll be all happy, and she'll have quite a good loot. If you give her bad advice, though, she'll come back battered and bruised, and you'll barely get any XP from her or any gold. The rewards can range from just a small XP lamp all the way up to a huge, and you can get anywhere between like, well, you'd be 0 GP up to like 60k I've seen someone get, which actually, if you do the advice really well, it will actually help pay off the black marketer, which once per day you'll be able to buy supplies from him. You literally just click buy, or you don't need to talk to him. I've already bought mine, but it tells you buy 0 times for 0 coins. Every single day it will reset. They won't always be the same resource. For the first day I got chimes, second day I got bamboo, and then I got chimes again. But it's going to be a really good thing to do to get your resources to upgrade your chips. So the next thing we have is visitors. This just simply tells you what kind of special adventurers and people are in your port. So at the minute we have a missionary, which is the person that wants to build a church. It also shows you how many rerolls you have. I have 2 rerolls for visiting captains, 0 for visiting adventurers, and if we go to my crew roster, I also have a reroll from for crew roster. The re-rolls are gained through doing random events, including the one I showed you earlier, which is Last Orders, which you can get like 1 a day. They are also random rewards from after a voyage. So after you've got your results, it can say a message saying your barmaid has now got a special event from after your voyage, which would be really nice if I actually got it then. The reason I haven't done this is because it's 2k seafaring and I don't need bamboo right now. Do not worry. If you have like 1 or 2 voyages left at the end of the day and you can't do them, they will stay there. As long as you have 1 or 2 slots left for the next day so you can do your new voyages, you should be fine. When you click onto your voyage list and you want to start a new voyage, do not click send voyage straight away. Exit first after you've selected, and then you change your ship. Because the percentage can be changed, you want to make sure you alter your ship as much as possible. So this one's combat and seafaring. So this time I'm going to actually change the equipment on my ship to help me out. So I'm going to go to deck items 1, and you can see this is boosting me in plus 200 morale. I don't need morale for this voyage. So I'm going to take some sturdy rigging, which will give me a 200 seafaring boost. And then I'm also going to go to my deck items 2 and take a single cannon, which will give me a 200 combat boost. Then also another thing you can do is change your ram or figurehead. At this minute, this was basically my morale ship because it just went on a morale thing. So what we want to do is click the sturdy ram. This will give me a 100 combat boost. Also, things you can change, it's the hull. At the minute I have sleek, which is seafaring one. I could get the reinforced one, but at the minute I've already got the ram, which is giving me a bonus in combat anyway. As you can see, seafaring's a little lower, so I do want to keep the sleek hull. Rudders, literally, I think they're only a boost in speed, so yeah, it's literally just a boost in speed, so you don't have to worry about that anytime soon. You can probably get the first one, you should be fine. As you see, this is all boosting morale, that's why I've got a low percentage. So first I want to find out the best captain for this mission. They all have 120... this one's probably the best because it has the best speed, the best seafaring, and best combat, except for combat on that one. But I'm going to be trading out some seafaring, which is the lower one, which I'm going to need. See, it boosts up to 31%. So now we want to add some combat geezers. And you see there, that one had 20 seafaring, so I thought I'd just put that one up. It gives it a bit of a more variety. So now I'm just trying to find out some of the best ones to use. As you can see, I have 2 Eastern Bannermen, whatever. So 101 seafaring there, 114 combat. This one's morale, get some more combat, get some more combat. So what's that? 40%. We need some more seafaring. So what we could do, oh, there's another morale. Oh, come on. So now that I have 71% in combat and, you know, my seafaring's a bit low, I'm going to go back to the shipyard and actually change back one of the deck items that I put on. Not sturdy rigging, it was the single cannon, because we don't actually need it. I'm going to put some more sturdy rigging on the ship to level it out. Yes, I do lose a bit of combat, but it boosts the percent chance by 13%. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this one just yet because I have quite low. Unless I go hire some more crew members, I might wait this one out. Because 53%, although it is over 50, I don't want to risk losing any kind of members. I could trade out that one and probably boost some more seafaring. See if that works. I'll probably go for around 60% or more. Let's see if this works then. It boosts me to 57. Ooh, it's a bit risky, I don't know. I have to change that back. Yeah, it's still 57. So, what else could I do? Like, it's literally just trying to arrange it as best as possible as you can, just to get the max potential out. So, I think that's all I can pretty much do. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait this one out. I don't want to go on a 57%. So what I'm going to do is go to my voyage list and try and do the... No, I wouldn't. Seafaring is the one I'm lacking, so I'm going to have to re-roll this one. It's supply demand, which is 1,000 seafaring and 1,000 morale. I'll be able to do that one really easily. So now we go back to my shipyard and go to my second ship, and now we're just going to rearrange the boat. And we want morale, which is going to be so easy because I just literally trade out my combat for bannermen, and there's 88% already. And I pretty much could go on that, I think. 120 seafaring, 120 seafaring. Yeah, pretty much go like that. Start voyage. And you see it was 110 duration. Let's see what my speed does to it. 109, which isn't too bad. But obviously now I'm going to need to wait a couple of... Well, I'm going to have to wait an hour to get both my boats back. I think that's pretty much everything. Not quite sure what the trade goods are. I did say if I get any more kind of information about this, then I will keep releasing player imports guides. I tried to cover as much as I could in one video. If you have any questions, ask them straight away and I'll try and find out as much as possible. If any of you are wondering about any of the random event items that you get, like the powdered keg or the seed bottled cry, they are literally just items you can use to boost your ship on a one-time basis. So seed bottled cry will literally boost your seafaring on a boat by 10% for I think it's one journey. It's got one use, and a powdered keg will increase combat, and then there's one for morale as well, and I think there's one for speed. But apart from that, literally, if you can't get enough, then you want to just like try and get as many crew members as you can. Like this one's going to be really helpful for speed, but it's only going to be helpful for the lower ones, so I can increase the speed of any low difficulty challenges, which I can get with really good ease. So I'm just going to actually recruit him. So now I have an 800 speed firework enthusiast. I could also hire the travelling drunk, but because he's free, you want to hire any free ones, but I've got a lot of crew members at the minute and I only have 4 slots left. You can dismiss any ones you don't want, but for now I'm gonna need some seafaring ones, so I'm just waiting. And I hope you enjoyed the guide, guys, and yeah, so catch you later. Have fun with your player imports. I'm really loving it at the moment. That's been all from me at Solix's World. See you later, bitches. Catch you next time. Subscribe, comment and like. Thank you. Bye.